Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Monday, May 15, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Milwaukee Brewers vs St. Louis Cardinals. Pitching wasn't great on Sunday, but another quality start from Freddie Peralta can quickly put that in the past. 3 straight quality starts from Peralta have earned him the lowest ERA among the Brewers starters ahead of this game. He also pitched 6.0 innings of 1-run ball against the Cardinals in April. Milwaukee's bullpen was 7th in ERA, 3.45, and 1st in left on base percentage, 82.2% before Sunday's game. If Peralta gets in trouble, Milwaukee's relievers can bail him out. Until May 6, the St. Louis Cardinals experienced a lot of losing. A lot. They were 10-24, one of MLB's worst records on that date. Pending Sunday night series finale in Boston, the Cardinals have won 5 of their last 6 since then. The rest of the division started slumping to begin May, so their deficit in the division isn't massive. Jack Flaherty has been a major reason for the Cardinals' early woes, and he gets the start in this game. Following a disappointing 2022, Flaherty has regressed thus far in 2023, posting career worsts FIP, WHIP, and BB9. He's allowed at least 3 runs in his last 5 starts, which has bumped his ERA up to 6.18. Flaherty faced Milwaukee in April, tossing 5.0 innings of 2-run ball despite the loss. The Cardinals' bullpen has been solid this season, so it's on Flaherty to keep the Cardinals in the game. St. Louis's Jack Flaherty does not have it right now, while Milwaukee's Freddie Peralta has been churning out quality starts consistently lately. Both offenses are similar production-wise, although Milwaukee's was a bit better head-to-head in the first series. The bullpens are about even too, especially in the back end. The greatest difference between these clubs is in starting pitching, as Flaherty and Peralta have been on completely different levels in 2023. Our team pick is Milwaukee Brewers. Atlanta Braves vs Texas Rangers. Atlanta entered Sunday with 3 straight losses as they were beaten by the Blue Jays for the second straight day Saturday. The Braves entered Sunday's action 25-14 on the year and led the NL East by 5 games over the Phillies in the standings. On Saturday, Atlanta finished with 7 hits as Marcell Ozuna, 2 RBI, was the lone player with 2 in the contest. Ozuna hit his 7th homer of the season for the Braves in a losing effort. Bryce Elder didn't factor in the decision as he threw 5 innings, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. A.J. Minter, 2-5, took the loss in relief as he allowed 2 runs on 3 hits with no walks and 1 strikeout in 1 inning of relief. Texas bounced back from an extra inning loss Friday night as they blanked the A's Saturday, setting them up for a potential series win in Sunday's finale. The Rangers entered Sunday 24-15 on the season and held a 4-game lead over the Mariners, Angels and Astros for the top spot. On Saturday, Texas got 2 hits each from Nathaniel Lowe, 2 RBI, Josh Jung, and Leody Taveras in the victory. Lowe, his 5th, and Ezequiel Duran, his 5th, each homered in the win for the Rangers. John Gray, 3-1, earned the win on the mound as he threw 8 scoreless frames, allowing 3 hits with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts before departing. The Braves dropped their first road series of the season over the weekend to the Blue Jays and are eager to try and turn things around. Their bullpen has had issues, as we saw again Saturday, with Minter taking his 5th loss of the season as a reliever. That could prove problematic against a Texas team that is more than capable of putting up big numbers offensively. The Rangers are a dangerous lineup, especially at home, and giving them a potential 9 at-bats makes them all the more dangerous. Dunning has pitched well stepping in for DeGrom, and he keeps Texas in the game until the bats pull out the win late. With Jacob deGrom on the Illinois, the Rangers turn to Dane Dunning for his 11th appearance and first start of the season here. He is 3-0 with a 1.72 ERA, a 0.862 WHIP, 7 walks and 19 strikeouts over 31.1 innings of work this season. In his last start, Dunning earned the win on the road against the Mariners Wednesday. He threw 6 innings, allowing 2 runs on 6 hits with 1 walk and 5 strikeouts in a game the Rangers went on to win 4-3. Dunning beat the Braves in his lone career outing against them, which came with the Rangers at home on April 30, 2022. He threw 7.2 innings, allowing 1 run on 4 hits with no walks and 7 strikeouts in a 3-1 Texas triumph. Dunning is 10-5 with a 3.23 ERA, a 1.204 WHIP, 53 walks and 161 strikeouts over 167 innings in 34 career appearances, 29 starts, at Globe Life Field. Our total pick is over. Chicago Cubs vs Houston Astros. The Cubs lost on Sunday at Minnesota 18-3, marking the second day in a row they've given up a double-digit run total to the Twins. Chicago allowed 7 runs in the third inning and again in the 8th inning, and also gave up 18 hits. Center fielder Christopher Morel and right fielder Seiya Suzuki both went deep for the Cubs, but it was Chicago's 5th loss in its last 7 games. Talon takes the mound for the visitors in Game 1. He's pitched a combined 5.2 innings in his last 2 starts against Washington and St. Louis, giving up 7 runs on 8 hits, including 3 home runs. The right-hander has been on a pitch count since returning to the Cubs from a stint on the IL with a groin strain. Talon has a 25-6 KBB ratio this season. Valdez takes the bump for the home team tomorrow. He's coming off a winning effort against the LA Angels, surrendering 1 run on 3 hits in 8 innings with 12 strikeouts. The southpaw has fanned 20 batters in his last 2 outings and has held his last 4 opponents to 3 or fewer runs. The Twins obliterated the Cubs over the weekend, winning by a combined score of 27-4 on Saturday and Sunday. Chicago will struggle again on the road against the defending champion Astros, who are coming off consecutive series victories over the Los Angeles Angels and Chicago White Sox. Valdez has been tough to score against this season, especially in his last couple of outings. He'll ride the momentum he generated in those starts with another solid showing against the Cubs. His counterpart Talon is still working his way back into shape following a groin injury. If he isn't on point, the already taxed Chicago pen will have too many innings to work. The Astros are 42-19 in their last 61 home games, following a road trip of 7 or more days, and 24-11 in their last 35 interleague home games versus a team with a losing record. They'll make light work of a Cubs team that's 1-5 in their last 6 road games and 4-11 in their last 15 interleague road games versus a team with a winning record. Bet on the Stros to win by 2+ runs tomorrow. Our team pick is Astros run line. Valdez has been the victim of some tough luck losses this season, as the Astros offense ranks 27th in ops and has scored 3 runs or fewer in 6 out of the 8 games Valdez has started this season. Talon's struggles this year have come at home, where he has an 8.49 ERA in 3 starts this year. On the road, though, he has settled in with a 3.38 ERA, and I'm expecting another good road showing on Monday against a Houston lineup that has not lived up to expectations so far this season. The Cubs' offense also worries me, as they have struggled in their last 3 road series. In those 9 games, they're only averaging 3.1 runs per game. Without Horner atop the lineup against a Houston's best pitcher, I don't see that improving very much on Monday. All signs point to the under in this one, with a 5-star confidence rating. Cincinnati Reds vs Colorado Rockies. Cincinnati dropped their first game since Wednesday when they lost 3-1 to the Marlins on Sunday afternoon. The Reds came into the game as a +140 moneyline underdog, while the 4 combined runs weren't enough to clear the pregame threshold of 8.0 runs. There obviously wasn't much offense to go around in the National League clash, and that was especially true for Cincinnati, as they only managed 5 hits as a team. The lone run came off the bat of an RBI groundout from Tyler Stevenson in the 6th. Nick Senzel, 2-4, and Kevin Newman, 2-3, were the only Reds to go for multiple hits in the game. As for the pitching, Luke Weaver started and lasted 5.1 innings, allowing just 1 earned run. Kevin Herja took the loss in a relief role, allowing 1 earned run in 1.0 inning. Colorado got back in the win column Sunday afternoon when they defeated Philadelphia 4-0 in their series finale. It was an upset win for the Rockies as they were +140 moneyline underdogs. As for the total, the 4 combined runs came in shy of the pregame mark of 10.5 runs. Kyle Freeland was excellent in his start, blanking the Phillies over 6.0 innings while allowing just 4 hits and a walk. As for the offense, the team as a whole recorded just 5 total hits. 2 runs scored off of a first-inning RBI groundout and error in an at-bat from C.J. Cron. Brenton Doyle mashed a solo home run in the 5th, and Chris Bryant added an RBI single in the same frame. While this may not pop off the schedule as a thrilling matchup, we have one of the better up-and-coming pitchers in Hunter Green taking the ball for the Reds. That's enough to keep me interested in the game. Considering Green is a bit more battle-tested in the starting role than his opposing pitcher, Connor Siebold, I'll go ahead and back the Reds. The Reds have just been a pesky team this year. They're kind of in baseball limbo right now, but they have a lot of gritty players, and that goes a long way. There are no easy wins when the Reds come up on the schedule. As for the head-to-head numbers, they're limited, but Cincinnati's roster is 5-10.500 against Siebold with 5 singles. Look for this ball club to take advantage of the Coors Field boost and secure a win in the series opener. Cincinnati Reds money line. Furthermore, neither bullpen has been overly dominant this season. The Reds are currently 9th in bullpen ERA, 3.60, and 22nd in WHIP, 1.33, while the Rockies are 18th, 3.90, and 24th, 1.36, respectively. I lean toward offense winning the day with 2 inexperienced pitchers and 2 subpar bullpens. Let's lock in the over.